to do. And it's hot, sweaty, and a handful of sprinkles for these clouds going by, but it's not going to deter me from doing a tomato picking. So they seem to get better views than some of my other stuff. So here we go again, more tomatoes. And here I switch the camera around. And this, I'm going to pick my beefsteaks first. That one's got a good number of green ones yet, so that's going to be productive. And no viewers. I need some chats and viewers and conversation from people around the world. Ooh, that one's just borderline ready to pick, to take in the house to ripen. And this one too. So get some viewers. I got it on cellular, and my data plan limits my gig. So, ooh, that feels odd. Nope, it felt like it was soft, but it wasn't. And we need viewers. They'll kick in, I guess, after I get half done. Maybe I chased them all away this morning. I had a hard time with videos. My cellular was, I think I pocket turned off my cellular, and I had to rely on Wi-Fi this morning, and it wasn't all that great. And I got a viewer. Congratulations. I'm picking tomatoes in the very humid East Tennessee, and enjoy the show. That one doesn't have anything. This one's got a few. I'm picking beefsteak tomatoes in this row. One viewer. Well, it'll be in the archives. Shoot, I'll leave that one. I don't know if it's still growing or something. One viewer, need more. One viewer could use a chat. Oh my gosh. Gotta find my way to this other plant. You can see it's the little sprinkles on the corn. We had a third of an inch last night. It helps a little. Here's one lone tomato here. Well, them clouds dissipated really quick. Okay, now I'm going to start on the celebrations, and they got more. They did better. They're taller. They got more tomatoes on them. And they're going to have more tomatoes longer. One viewer. But these tomatoes are in good shape because it's been dry. They don't crack much in dry weather. I got to keep watering them occasionally. Last night they got a good watering from the rain. The water comes down the driveway over there. 3 viewers. The water comes down the driveway, and it comes down and goes down where I direct the water. And last night it watered these tomato rows most of the way down. So I'll skip a couple days if I have to water. Here's another celebration tomato. This one's pretty loaded. Good size. Very good. Good for freezing. I'm gonna freeze some tomatoes when I get too many to use up. I make chili out of them. I'll leave those. Those are. Let's see. Did I do that plant? I gotta go clear around here to look. See. Oh. Either I picked them or there's nothing ready. It's in good shape. Got tomatoes down there and tomatoes up here. It's going to produce well into the summer. And here's some more on this other plant. 2 viewers. Oh, these are just in great shape. You won't have to worry about them ripening. They won't develop a rotten spot as easily if there's not. There is another one. Ooh, that isn't it. Oh, that one's tight. It's in between the crotch. Oh boy. Of some green ones. I think I got it now. Yeah, it's starting to turn. 4 viewers. Let's chat. Ask me a question. I might have the answer. Okay. Next tomato plant. Oh, these are just terrific looking tomatoes. There's a bit of a crack on that one, but that's kind of typical. Okay. Ooh, there's several right here. Oh, I gotta hold it. I don't know why it does that. You gotta hold the phone upright. It gives you some kind of warning. Oh boy. Now, this tomato I just got I redid my zip ties because it half fell over, and I braced. I used these sticks to hold the cages and keep them from falling over, and I buried the sticks in the ground a good 6 inches. But this one just leaned over too, and I used some kind of leverage with these bricks to keep it from leaning over. And it's good for now. It'll probably lean over again if wind comes up or it rains and gets soft. Here's a couple. I got to go through here to get the others. It's all over the place. 1 viewer. I'm trying to give a good shot of this going in here and getting those out of there. Well, there's another one. This one's loaded. Yeah, I'm going to be freezing tomatoes soon enough. I core them. Heck, last year I just cored them and put them in bags. Whole. Put them in. And I froze 20 bags of tomatoes of gallon bags. And I was using them just a few weeks ago. And I get them up and they're in the gallon bags, but I put 2 grocery bags and tie them on the outside so they were really sealed. And I bring them up and open it up all up and look at the gallon bags. And those potatoes are just like you put them there. There's no like freezer burn and stuff on them, and they taste like fresh ones when you cook them. I put them in the food processor and grind them up, skin and all, seeds and all, and make chili out of them. I don't want to deal with all that removal stuff. Okay, that one's done. I'm going to come down here on that last of the hybrids that were planted in January. And they're kicking ass right now. One viewer. You can barely see what I'm doing. And this one. Barely see what I'm doing. Oh, it's incredible. I might fill this pail. And over there is my, third corn? And I about already have it all harvested except a few late ears. And tomorrow night I'll get the rest. So now I'm going to all the volunteers, and they're all over the place in the garden. So no viewers. I see there's a little disease on this corn leaf, so that's a concern. Well, I had trouble with that. What was it? 2 years ago. It rained a lot in August of 2023, and the corn would blow over all the time, and I have to get it back up, and then it ended up with the leaves would all get like that, and there was hardly any good corn on it, so it was kind of a waste. Now these look like Cherokee purple a little bit. So Nana might get some more tomatoes. She likes the Cherokee purples. And 5 viewers, let's chat. Like and chat and subscribe and all that stuff. And here's a volunteer. This one's got some cracks. This one tend to crack more. 3 viewers. Hey, there's a chat. Adam says, hi. Small corn, way. Well, it's going to be small. Well, it's small corn because it's only a month old. They're just babies. I planted them around a month ago. So, and this morning, I planted more corn. And this is my 5th planting. Oh, I need to back up the window. That's part of why I was doing a zoom in and I forgot to bring it out. This is my 5th planting, and I planted over there in the other lower garden another bunch of corn. Maybe I'll have corn in November if it don't freeze. It should. A lot of things can go wrong. Sunlight, weather, frost on late corn, and it's the latest corn I ever planted. And I think it's gonna be. I got a real good shot at getting a good crop. It'll only take about 60 days to mature. So 60 days from now is only late September, and that's plenty of time. Now I'm picking here out of my potted tomatoes. These are volunteers that I had no room in the other garden. I put them in pots, used the neighbor's compost, and I think a lot of these pails I had chicken manure and other, duck manure and rabbits and whatever, and they didn't grow very well because there was too much decomposed matter in there, and they curled up and didn't do all that well. But this year they're doing good. And here's some smaller ones. That one I just picked, that bigger one, that was really nice. Okay. Let's see. These are probably, and this is a later group of tomatoes. 7 viewers. And Adam says again, tomato finished plants. I don't know exactly what. Yeah, I got various stages of tomatoes growing. These are some older. Well, there's a red one right there. That's probably going in the chili tomorrow. This one's really ripe. Dead ripe. And there's a tiny one. Well, that's hardly worth messing with, but okay. I'm gonna recheck this one that's covered up like vines. No, there's nothing in there. It's gotta grow new tomatoes. I still water it, hoping it'll get some more tomatoes. 5 viewers. Over here, these other oh boy, this one's one of the harder ones to get to because there's pumpkin vines all around it. And they're loaded up with, there's a lot of cherry tomatoes in this group. And oh gosh, is there a bunch down below again? They're getting kind of thinned out down here. Cherries. 5 viewers yet. Need some more chats and some likes and subscribe. And I've been getting a good number of subscribers on these live streams. They're fun to do. That side's picked. I got to go around and look. Meander. That's my pail's getting full. That's nice. Let's see. Oh boy, this is a tough. I don't want to step on that new vine. It's gonna be awkward. Here's one here. More of these cherries. And this one ain't ready. It's a big one. And there's a lot of cherries going up there. Okay. What the heck did I just do? I'm trying to stay balanced, and I pushed on the tomato plant, and it kind of popped. Like, did I just knock a tomato off? I don't think I did. Okay, next plant. Ooh, there's some hiding down here in the shade. Nice ones. I think this Is this the one? No, that's the next one. The next one, a tomato, one of the tomatoes in it died. So I'm going to have to watch if it has tomatoes on it. Still, boy, these are nice. These are very nice plant. Nice tomatoes on this, very nice. And it had some worms eating the tomatoes, and I've been spraying them. And I think, keep my fingers crossed, I may go with Captain Jack's dead bug brew on everything. If it kills the squash bugs and the corn worms and the earworms on the corn. Yeah, and here's this next plant. These are they're good for a volunteer plant. They're good, that's decent size. So volunteer plants are a bonus. They come up, you move them around, and you get more tomatoes. Nice. I think there's one more. It's hung in here. Now, where's this dead one? I'm kind of curious. I'll get some time to look, even though it's getting dark. Oh, where I'm from, this is Sweetwater, Tennessee. We're between Knoxville and Chattanooga. And we're right next to Sweetwater Creek. And I've been taking watering cans. I would take 2-gallon watering cans, and I would reach over the bank and I would bail out water from the creek. And I'd come up here and water my potted tomatoes and stuff in my in front of the house, the flowers and stuff and the herbs. Save a little money, get a little exercise. Okay, this plant here, I was going to take a look at this dead. See, this one died. And does it have tomatoes on it? Nothing noticeable. Here's one that I almost missed, and it's good and ripe. So far, I haven't had any fresh worm damage. And worm damage gets kind of nasty this time of the summer. So maybe I got my solution. Captain Jack's Dead Bug Brew might be the solution. And it's not a nasty pesticide. It's something that makes I think it wrecks the bug's skin and they explode. And no more bug. Okay, over here, another volunteer group. Oh boy, that's just hard to see. You got corn in the way. It's a real nice size. I'm picking that because it's just barely, it's such a beauty, and it's good enough to pick, and I don't want something to go wrong with it. Okay, this plant, well, there's tomatoes up there. It doesn't have any more big tomatoes, so the big tomatoes are gone from you. And here's another volunteer plant that has a real nice big tomato or two on it. Look around. Look through this marigold patch. I'm looking at this one again, make sure there's none down low. And I think I'm done with the upper garden for tomatoes, and there's a few more down below. 13 viewers, great. Stay and chat. Oh, I missed one on the celebration tomatoes. So very good. This might be one of the biggest tomato pickings I've ever picked. Now to get out of here. This is kind of my walk-through area with the water hose. Well, I'll just keep going. Okay. And there's no other. I think I got everything. All right, 11 viewers. Let's go to. I better get to this other spot before everybody leaves. Yeah. And these plants here are black nightshades, and they have these little berries that are edible, and they're related to the tomato plant. This one's a little green, but they taste about as good as the blacks. Don't eat the all green ones. You might get a bellyache. Okay. It's starting to get dark early. We're getting towards fall. I came out here and had some chores to do and some watering, and I started the live stream. Let's see. I'm going to check this one. Has some weird shaped tomatoes, like a pear shapes. Ooh, there's some ripe ones. There's a ripe one. I think I'll leave them. Cute little tomato. Okay. Get over on this old cherry tomato. Man, you're kind of in between pickings. There's lots of green ones on it. I'll pick that one just to. Oh, there's a few. I need to retie this up. I need to get a stick and zip tie and get this hung up, way in the air. I was thinking of tying it to the fence. That's an option too. Okay, another plant with kind of your average volunteers. Some good ripe ones. 17 viewers. All right, let's subscribe. Subscribe before I run out of cellular data, because I'm on a limited plan and I'm mad at Spectrum for doing that. I said, is it unlimited? And they said yes. No, they only give you a certain amount, and I run out about every month. Let's see, let's look low. I missed a low one here last picking. Oop, there's another vine that needs to be set. Oh, I bumped something again. 8 viewers, good. Like and subscribe. I'm not doing this for the money. It's for my own entertainment and sanity. Let's see, these tomatoes are all over the ground. Not for long, they'll be all picked here soon. There's some nice red ones up here. Yeah, I was gonna pick tomorrow night, but I had one that had a bird peck on it, and I said, well, I better get going. They don't mess with the green ones. That is I just killed a deer fly. They hurt, but when I react to slap it, they rarely leave and you kill them. Anymore, they're just peppers. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go up and down. Oh boy. And here's another one that got tomatoes all over the ground. I don't like them on the ground because they'll rot. But it's been so dry that these didn't get hurt. I don't know if... Okay, got that. Are there any up high, though? That's real tangled up. I'm going to have to add an extension to the stick. Whew. I'm trying to get a good look at the center. And I don't see any tomatoes. I see peppers. And here is a nice surprise. Well, that one's... But this is a volunteer plant with huge, perfect tomatoes on it. When the other plants were putting tomatoes on, it was still growing tall, and I said, will you hurry up and put tomatoes on? And then it finally started because it was going to get good and strong before it would start producing. This one's just barely ready to pick. Probably take 10 days to ripen. And there's still three or so more big ones on it. But the pail is even up full. Okay, maybe I'll go through here and get something that's considerably smaller. These little retouch off. What does that mean? 13 viewers. I need some chats. I like 13 viewers. While I'm getting buzzed by the deer flies. I don't know if there was one biting me on the cheek. If he gets in the right place, I'm gonna kill him. He bit me in the back. Well, it better rain if you're gonna bite me. Deer flies, I think it's kind of true. It'll rain in a few days after they get kind of nasty and very aggressive. But I've had a lot of deer flies this year and not a lot of rain, so who knows? There's more cherries. That one can wait. Okay. Got those, and one more plant. Just backing up. At least I got my cellular figured out. And this is a good live stream tonight. Probably good quality video. I don't know about good quality cinematography, but the video might be half decent. Yeah, this one's got some cracked ones on it. Gotta watch them. And here's one. It's only 9 o'clock and it's like getting dark. What is this, the 20th? It's been a month since the solstice. So we're actually getting May 21st sunlight hours. So we're past the long hours of summer, the very long hours, and it'll start getting darker quicker. And I just pretty much got things done before the dark. And I can still have some time to explain what I've been doing. This morning, like I said earlier, I planted some corn. This is my 6th planting of the year. 15 viewers. Excellent. Chat. Don't be shy. And let's see what I did yesterday. Well, yesterday I was raking it and smoothing the ground, and it was really dusty. And I had things. I marked the rows and measured things out. And just as soon as I got done, it started raining. But this morning I worked the soil, and it just rained enough to get that top layer moist enough to kind of mix in with the lower stuff. Was kind of surprised me there with all this heat and lack of rain. It has decent moisture, but I like to keep watering it to help the corn. Sometimes the corn needs that crust broken when it emerges, and so it'll come up and be strong. So I'll probably water this. I've already watered this twice today just to keep it. And there's some good looking clouds toward the Smoky Mountains. So maybe tomorrow we might get another rain. They only got a 50% chance, but the clouds I think the clouds kind of look promising this evening. They're juicy looking. All right, I'm going to take these tomatoes over to I got a setup where I can put them in a box because my cart table is full of tomatoes. And I got my trap set with some peanut butter for the animal that ate my cantaloupe. And I bet it's a possum. I don't want no possum. Okay. This feels like it's all water, which it mostly is. Okay. 13 viewers. Hey, I'm gonna go switch that light on. I got a floodlight up there. I gotta switch it on, and this box might not have enough room for. Robin just cussed me for some reason. Oh my gosh, the difference in humidity. It's this one. I hope, the light did come on. The light here is darkness sensitive. So, get a good view. Okay. I might have to get another box. Oh, I got to turn where the stem breaks, I got to turn them upside down for, gosh, this is big, for preserving it. Yes, I'm going to be freezing tomatoes. No more chats. That's kind of a pattern with YouTube. Ooh. Where could I'll put those here. This one's got juice leaking out of it. I'm making chili tomorrow. It'll be going in the pot. And this one too. I don't want many of them. How about this one? Shoot. I'll put it over here. I might not use it tomorrow. I might refrigerate it. I hate turning them right direction when they're small. 6 viewers. This is not very terribly interesting part of the process, but just keep watching. Oh my. Now when I do that, I don't know what I'm going to be dealing with. So look at this one. It's not all that right, but it does have an injury, so that's going to be dicey. I'll have to check. Start checking them daily. Oh, I got an idea. Five viewers. Oh, darn. I normally take a picture. I could do it now. It's kind of in the half of my 7 viewers, shockingly. Watching me put tomatoes in the box to ripen, and they're going inside where it's probably 65 degrees. These little ones. Three viewers. That's kind of what I expect. Don't go away. Not many chats tonight. I had a consistent plus 10 viewers through the middle of this video. So I was happy with the viewership, and I haven't had any chats for quite a while. I'm gonna come over here so I can reach the end of the box. It's not gonna be very a good visual to video. That's 4 viewers, and here is getting filled. Well, that one's okay. I bet that's one of those that are gonna sneak up and get rotten on me. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, here's one that one's probably going in the chili tomorrow. I got a bunch of ripe ones to. I'm gonna have to, get the ones that are not the best freezing tomatoes and make chili out of them, and I'm probably gonna be freezing tomatoes sometime this week. I got a lot of stuff to do, garden-wise. Oh, I'm gonna have, just errands to run. Okay, this box is full. I'm gonna go in the house and bring out another box. oh, this would be a good idea to take these iffy ones in the house at the same time. 45 minutes of pure torture for the viewer. Okay, wow. The difference in the humidity. So I'll put this over here and get a better, got a box. Wrong light, okay. Whew. All right. Well, viewers, what's wrong with you people? You guys insane? 9 viewers? People are popping in and saying, well, this is worthless. Well, I'm putting my tomatoes up that I just picked. Put them in these cardboard boxes to ripen. If the stem's still on it, you put it up. If the stem is gone, you put it down and they keep better. Some kind of science there. Okay. Oh, that one was the borderline one. God, these are just beautiful shape. Only had just a handful of ones that are really need to be used up. Okay, I'll just keep. Ooh, that one almost went through the box. Okay, I'm getting towards the end. I'm starting to look like last year there in the house where I might have had 5 boxes of tomatoes and a card table loaded with tomatoes. So it came late this year, but we're catching up. And I just wonder I think this might be the peak picking. This might be the peak because a lot of these plants are getting picked through and they're not coming back with any more or fewer tomatoes. Here's a slew of cherries. Two viewers. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a viewer on YouTube. Why is there 11 now? Well, that's okay. 11, not for long. Like and subscribe if you want to learn how to garden. No thrills, no special. These people with their pH levels and come on, just throw some rotten stuff in your garden, and it'll grow your veggies. Nearly 2 boxes. Okay. I should have. No, that's fine. It's no loss. Okay, that pick pail's empty. gonna look at this. I got bok choy and Napa cabbage growing over here. And I'm gonna transplant some of it here in the main garden in a few days. And there's this poor cabbage that I'll take out there too. So 9 viewers. Don't subscribe if you like some old guy walking around in his garden, tripping over vines, and willing to talk about anything. So I'll turn this around. You want to see someone sweat? Sweaty. Yeah. That means it's wet. 8 viewers, and I'm chasing them all away. In Jim Miller's garden. Look up. Is that on the camp? I think that's my glasses are got a smudge, or I think they're just fogging up because it's so humid. All right, another Jim Miller's garden live stream. For what it's worth, I'm gonna take these guys and set on the floor under the card table and watch them ripen and enjoy them through the year. Mostly chili, or nearly all chili. I'm gonna make a stew pretty soon. I got carrots dug, and I'll put some tomatoes in the stew with the potatoes, carrots, onions. Oh, I gotta get my hamburger out and thaw it, so I don't want to forget that. All right, Jim Miller's Garden signing out. This time for sure with 5 viewers. And later, that sky is getting dark. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.